In Nigeria, some breeds of goats have been known to faint when a cloth is placed on them. This is a common way of punishing or calming some of the goats who seem to be very stubborn in the southwestern part of the country. Is this really true? What is the myth behind the fainting goats? Does this only happen in Nigeria? Tag along as we unveil the mystery behind the fainting goats. This is Uncommon, unveiling myths about animals. Placing a piece of cloth on the head of certain goats have been proven to render the goats to an inactive mode. These clothes placed on them cannot cause a blind effect, as their visual sensitivity makes them see a wide range of area, including their back, without turning their head sideways. Although the piece of cloth on the goat might affect the labyrinth in the inner ear, which causes an imbalance in the system of the goat and deaden it. However, labyrinths cannot cause the goat to sleep. What then makes the animal to sleep? After a rigorous research by Dr. A.I. Adamu, he found a species of goats called Tennessee goats. They are breeds of domestic goats which are sometimes called Myotonic goats or fainting goats. The goats were brought to Tennessee by a farmer, John Tesley, in 1880 and were purchased by his employer, Dr. Mayberry. Anglo-Nubian breeds, which is one of them, was brought from Europe but is a crossbreed of African and Indian goats. Another one is the Angora breed, a breed of Nigerian dwarf goats, highly populated in Texas, North America, which have a higher population of fainting goats. These goats faint whenever they are scared or excited due to a hereditary disorder known as myotonia congenita. Myotonia congenita makes their muscles to tense up in a fight or flight response when they are scared or shocked. The cell mutation is expected to restrain their muscles to receive chlorine rush needed for them to relax. Instead, it sends an opposite chemical which causes the muscles to stiffen and unable to relax. The sudden stiffening causes them to fall over and are unable to move for about 5 to 20 seconds, which makes it look as if they fainted from fright. Basically, fainting goats don't faint at all because they are fully conscious during the entire fainting period. They are just experiencing a longer period of muscle contraction and paralysis, which is as a result of their congenital condition. Some goats show stiffness consistently, while some on rare occasions. Judging from their behavior at this time, they are not harmed by the faint, but they can be stressed or frightened. This, however, doesn't affect their health and productivity, but in some cases, it might lead to death of the animal if it has an underlying ailment. Therefore, think twice before you punish your goats in this manner next time. Several trials of this experiment failed on Nigerian tall goats. Therefore, we can safely conclude that only Nigerian dwarf goats have myotonia, which makes them to stiff when scared, excited, or when a cloth is placed on them. This partially solves the theory behind the mythical belief. Not all goats faint, but research have shown that this disorder can also exist in other animals. Although there is no treatment for myotonia congenita, however, depriving the goats of water and administration of aminosulfonic acid can reduce the symptoms. What's your view about this topic? Do you also believe that goats faint, or has your goat experienced it before? Do well to share your experience in the comment section below. Thanks for watching this episode of Uncommon. Stay tuned as we unveil other myths about animals in our subsequent series.
This is Animalia.